Are you able to see screen?
Yes, sir.
See what we discussed so far, testing process, right? Agile, and then how data is important, and then test case writing. See, we discussed almost testing concepts, right? And then this one is test defect life cycle, right? While doing when you do the testing, you need to know the process, okay? How to follow the defect life cycle process. The definition is okay. Defect life cycle process, and then defect categorization. What is the defect severity, defect priority, defect types, and then defect management, how we log it, track it, and analyze it. Okay, analyze the defects. Effective defect reporting. We'll discuss these are all things. The defect, what is the defect? Defect is a variance from a desired product attribute. Right, it's anything, okay, if anything as per the requirement, if it is not mismatching, not matching, mismatching, then it is a defect or bug, okay. Even if it is very simple UI thing, okay, if you say this one is something word, okay, it's written as CAR as per requirement document, but it is written as CAR in italic or something other format, but that is also UI defect, okay. Keep in mind that UI defect, whatever the text, content, everything is defect, okay, not only the functional things. A right, a problem which, if not corrected, right, could cause an application to either fail or produce incorrect results. Okay, any problem, if not correct, then it could cause application to failure or produce incorrect results, whether it is UI or functional or whatever it may be. Examples, car braking stops working after causing speed off, right? That is defect, right? If braking fails, what? Accidents. Billing software generates, prints and mails bills showing account payable as 0 rupees, right? That is also defect. What is defect? A software engineer makes an error that creates a defect in the software that cause failure in operation. You understood, right? Software engineer makes an error, okay, or who is developing, that creates the defect in software. That we need to identify. That is our job, to identify the defects as a tester. The Even dev, they can identify themselves during the unit testing. But the thing is 90% they will not do the end-to-end coverage. That's what our job is, to find the defects to ensure before going the product live. You need to ensure it's a defect free. As many defects you found, and then get it corrected before releasing the users. Okay. The quality. What is quality? Totality of features or characteristics of a product, service that bear on its ability to satisfy stated and needs. If the feature or characteristics of the product or service that bear on its ability to satisfy the requirements, I can say, okay, stated and implied needs. User requirement should satisfy, okay, whatever the software we develop, we need to ensure that should work as expected, okay. Functionally, user interface, okay, whatever the performance, everything, okay, that is the quality. Acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria is the each and every requirement we have the acceptance criteria, right? User story, they'll write acceptance criteria, what is expected. Requirement documents, requirements, okay, a designing document, this is the way it should function, and then okay, functional. Those are all requirements are acceptance criteria. What minimum requirement should be met, right? Acceptance criteria defines what minimum requirement should be met. Okay? Why find defects? Right? Increase confidence in the, the reliable operation of system and get more business, right? reduce the likelihood of loss or even life-threatening incidents. Right. Before incident happens, okay, we need to test. Okay, that's what after 100 kilometers, if brake didn't work, we need to test before releasing the car to you. Right. They will test all these accidents and then security features and all, right? It's the same thing application before releasing to users. We need to test that internal transfers, external transfers, whatever the security features, whatever the biometrics, we need to test and ensure that everything is work as expected. See, there are conditions like biometric. It's not simple enrollment and login, right? If something is um, you added another fingerprint, okay. If application is not able to handle, then app will crash. But the thing is, the expected result there is when user enrolled with the thumb, okay, then his second finger, okay, example, okay, the another finger he printed, he enrolled again, not app, okay, he added another fingerprint. You can add two three fingerprints, right? You added fingerprint. When you log in, the app will confuse and then it will throw the message that, okay, we have different fingerprints into the device. Which one? Okay, please log in with user ID and password and enroll it. That is the requirement. Instead of that, app will crash, right? If you didn't test it properly, okay, all these conditions, app will crash. Okay, that is what one of the products you we found initially, couple of years back. Those are all conditions. It's a finger biometric itself. 20 scenarios. I will send a couple of scenarios to you to understand. Okay, I will send you when we are discussing project. I will show you. Okay, all these hundreds or thousands of scenarios. Example for the project. Banking these many scenarios, insurance these many scenarios. We can write. Right, for example. Why find? Okay, this one, and then obtain repeat and referral business from satisfied customer. Why we need to find the defects is the customer, whatever who has to give, we need to get the business, right? Obtain repeat and referral business from satisfied customer. We'll get the business as soon as you provide the quality product. You will get keep on. It's not only application, right? Whatever the thing you take manufacturing, whatever everywhere we have the quality people. Okay, software application, database testers. Okay, to maintain the database migration. Okay, when they are migrating from SQL Server to Oracle, we need to test how migration, okay, what is the expected, what is the, we need to test all these conditions. Complete tables, complete data is moved from Oracle to DB2 or else SQL Server to Oracle. Okay, those are all data we need to verify different conditions. Okay, decrease overall system costs associated with quality problems. So you need to find the defect while doing the testing of the application. Okay, that's what we are saying is decrease the overall system cost. Once if it fails in production, that business impact, right? That is costing more instead of recruiting testers and then do the proper testing with the different conditions as per the requirement. Okay, instead of that, if you release the, you just take the dev sign off and then if they do unit testing and then they consider that it is working as expected and release the product application or whatever the system. If something is broken in production, okay, it's a business impact. It costs everything. It costs something, right? Each defect it costs something. It means CUI defect it may not cost, but the thing is gel. Okay, something is not working. Then all the users, they cannot do the gel payment. Okay, if something is not working properly, security features. Okay, the fraud will impact the fraud things happens and then money laundering. Okay. It's like the money will lose, right? Someone will attack the system and then they will get the money, right, from accounts. It's like it's a bank loss, right? Okay, to avoid that, okay, that's what our job is to. Why we need to find the defects is decrease the overall system cost associated with quality problems. Hope you got here why we need to. Had any questions so far? Impact of defects. A single error can cause nothing or a lot. It can cause, right? It can cause death or injury if it fails in case of safety critical applications. It can also cause huge financial loss to clients, right? Defect impact. A single error can cause nothing or loss, right? It may not cause anything, but it may cause so much, right? If security features are not met, accident, okay, he will die, right? It's injury or whatever the injury it caused something. It can also cause huge financial loss to clients, right? It causes for bank or insurance companies. They lose business. They lose business means if they something is not working, they will not get the. If policy creation is not working, they will the day entire business is gone, right? That every hour, okay, 10 policies are created. Example, 2 3 hours it didn't work, 30 policies, right? They may the application is not working, the customer trust will go, right? Yeah, that's what. Okay, they will lose the business and also lead to fine penalties for us. If you did find the defect, if something is caused, okay, that your company, okay, whatever the company you are working for the customer, sometimes they will fine also, okay, because of your team. Okay, it's not example I'm talking about. It's not all cases. It's because of so and so person. If if you didn't tested everything is broken, then they will definitely penalty. Okay, if gel something is gel side, gel vendor is not done required support, something is broken, then banks will find gel. Okay, even if they lost business, that loss is because of gel, right? Gel vendor, they didn't tested the integration properly because they that's what. Okay, the gel they file a gel vendor. Okay, if something is broken, security feature because of RSA, whatever the RSA security feature, then we sue RSA, something like that. Okay, it costs something, it penalties. NYS, if okay, the New York Stock Exchange find Waterhouse Investor Services 225K for its website failures, inability to fail, online stock orders, and inadequate customer service. Cost something, right? Okay, stock market, if something is going wrong, business is gone, right? That's what they will definitely. So, an AA jet crash, okay, at the aircraft in Colombia because of captain entered an incorrect one-letter computer command and sent the jet into a mountain, killing 158 people abroad. Okay, because of simple thing, it these are all the examples. The hacker hacked into U.S. government computers, including two agencies with the Defense Department and government websites. Should not allow, right? How hacker can get into our application, even if it is a government application or banking, private companies. We should not allow. That's for that much security we need to provide different layers of security. Akamai, RSA, okay, so many things. Even when they log in, okay, they don't have how they will get the OTP. Even if they try to manipulate the OTP, we need to have the some other security feature. Okay, if the customer is logged in from these zones of Gulf countries, all the Gulf countries, okay, we don't have the customers there. Why we need to allow the Gulf countries, okay, to access the application, even it is fraud? Will block the entire IPs. Okay, each and every country, the country the IP also it's the first okay whatever okay 197.24 dot something. Okay, it's a country based. Will block the series of the countries. Okay, even some banks they will not allow login into from Dubai, all the Gulf countries as well as with India also. Okay, my bank, Chase Bank sometimes okay they will not allow some locations. Even some banks they will not allow the users to log in from Texas. You know the Dallas Dallas location. They will consider some certain locations are fraud. Okay, because of earlier they might have some hackers attack those locations or whatever. Okay, in future, if something is attacking from other country, okay, they will block those IPs too. Okay, but they will allow the customers wherever they present those IPs, all the new IPs, if the customer is requested, suppose, okay, as the international customer, people will travel, take a Toyota and all, they will travel from Germany to here frequently. See, when they are out of country, but they are international customers. When they come to US to do the business things, so couple of that 1 week, whenever they visit quarterly or monthly, okay, they need banking, right? That's what they will, the international customers, they are, we provide the security, like when they log in, their number will, they will get instead of OTP, they will get phone calls to authenticate the application. Okay, phone call authentication they need to do and then login. Otherwise, whenever they come to the US location, they need to inform, they need to call the bank and then they will get permission. Okay, these 4 days I'm going to be in US. Please allow me to log in into the applications and check my transactions. Then the banker, okay, they will authenticate. They will ensure that so and so person called. They will disable that the security feature, like, okay, for him, respective devices, respective number of days. Okay, he can log in from US, or when he go to Germany, US people, they will allow from Germany. Okay, only for that customer they we excluded. Okay, since he wants to log in from Germany, he wants to log in from US. Example. Okay, otherwise will not allow them to log in from other countries. Okay, that's way. Okay, we can protect legal implications. Under a contract, a buyer can sue a company, right? If she did not get what, right, she paid for in a software, if the software did things it was not supposed to do. Illegal, right? Whatever, if it is supposed to do so and so things and then did something else, right? It's legal implications, right? Those are all okay. Need to verify. Buyer can also sue for consequential damages, okay? Consequential damages, economic loss or injury to person or property. Acts like Data Protection Act also safeguard to Data Protection Act also safeguard the security rights of the customer. For all the legal implications, okay, we need to ensure that we can provide. That is our job, okay? These are all things when you are doing this data team, data testing team, they will ensure, and then okay, we need to ensure. It's not all related to our projects, right? A couple of things. These are all general examples I'm talking about. Hope you got it. What is defect? Why we need to find what is the impacts. Okay, then coming to the defect life cycle now. Tester identifies an incident, okay? Identify the defect or incident. Incident is reviewed, okay? We need to review that, okay? Investigate it. Okay, valid is a valid incident means you just relate to defect, okay? Valid defect. Defect is assigned to, we need to raise into the tool or else version 1 and then we need to assign to developer, right? And then developer fixes the developer. When we are raising the defect, I explained, right, one of the call execution process. If the defect found, we need to, it's not just raising and assigning, we need to provide all the steps, required steps, including the dash data, okay, to reproduce that defect by developer. Right, he should be able to reproduce and see that, okay, the behavior, right? You need to provide all the reproducible steps, right? Login, okay, user able to log in successfully and then, okay, navigate to internal transfers, okay, and then did the transfers and then it is failed. Why it is failed, okay? The reason, what is the message you got it, what is expected, what is actual. This is expected, but it's failed. And then you provide the data, verify with the 2, 3 test data, so, okay, before raising the defect. Maybe the data issue, okay, the account don't have sufficient balance, account has something blockers, user is restricted, something else, okay. Ensure that 2, 3 valid test data you verify and then ensure before raising the data and assign to developer. Otherwise, he will reject simply, right? He will verify with so-and-so data, and then it is working for others' data. It's considered as a data issue, and then they will reject it. Okay, developer fixes the defect. Status is fixed. Okay, he will give status fixed. Quality center, we have different status. When you raise, it will go to new, and then when they open, it will go to open, and then they will, once they fix, it is fixed, and then developer assign fixed defect back to tester. Okay, ready to test. He will change that to tester, ready to test, and then tester test the bug fix, retest, and then if it's fixed, tester close the defect. Okay, this is the process. When we find, we'll review and then investigate and then raise the defect and assign to developer. Develop with, okay. Once they fix, consider as a defect. Once they agree the defect, and then this is the process. Okay, they will fix it and assign to the tester for the retesting, and then once we retest, if it is not working even after giving the fix, then we reopen again. Change the status as reopen and then assign back to developer. Okay, this is the process. Test and then put back to developer. If it is that's what, okay. If it is closed, otherwise they will reopen. And then again same process. After reopen, what? Developer. Assign to developer this cycle again. Okay. If it is invalid, we can close it. Okay. If it is enhancement. If even if it is an incident, whatever you raised defect, it may be okay. If it is not requirement, it is not in requirement document clearly, then they will consider as a new feature enhancements, and then they will create the new enhancement, new requirement, and then they will, okay, close this defect. The defect will converted as a enhancement, right? New change. If it is a defect, they will follow this process. And then sometimes the defects will converted as a requirements also. Okay. Defect status flow enhancement. So once it is enhancement, business reviews, and okay, business reviews enhancement, and then deferred. They will defer that. Okay, agree to change. If they agree to change, okay. If it is deferred means they will defer for now. In future, they will enhance. This enhancement is kept in open forward status. Okay. If it is also agreed to change, then they will follow this process B. Defect is assigned to develop. If it is enhancement, okay. If they differ, then they will kept. They'll open and then forward. Okay. They will keep it as a backlog. Not right. So deferred means it's not urgent. Okay. They will defer and then look into future whenever they have bandwidth. Okay. If it is priority, they will fix it. If not, then they'll defer it. Defect categorization. Okay. Yeah, this is defect life cycle. Defect, how categorize defect? Why defects categorization? Identify the high impact. 1 second. I want to join call. Just keep idle.
Can you check other chats if Venkat is on?
He's on. He's on.
Yeah, Venkat is on.
I'm here,
Yeah,
Guru.
yes. Yeah, okay. Awesome.
Hello,
Matt
everybody.
joined. Hey, Matt.
What's up, Matt? Hey, Alan. Guru, I hear we had some confusion over what we want to deploy.
Yes, we did.
Alan, is this just like a GitHub flow thing, like those be or theoretically supposed to be important to do this all the time?
It's generally what we'd like to do, but since we have
Okay. Did you hear me? Hello? Mangula?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. How the defect categorization is?
Do that. That's fine.
All right, so if that saved.
One second. Okay. Why defect categorization? Identify the high impact of defects. See, defect severity priority. Okay, this is one. High impact defects means okay the defect which is causing the high impact, like they cannot do internal transfers, functionality is not working. Okay, if they impact the business high, then it is okay. We'll consider as high priority severity. Okay, identify the high impact defects. Help management to prioritize the work and turn faster delivery of product. Okay, right. Management needs to prioritize the work and turn faster delivery of product. Identify the high risk area in the product. Right, when we are delivering the product, what is that defect is high risk area, then need to identify that. Okay, those are all things we need to prioritize. But categorization is high, low, medium. Okay, high, medium, low, something kind of thing. Following are the parameters generally used in categorization of defect: defect severity, defect priority, and defect types. Okay, let's see. Defect severity. The severity classification of software error is a severity classification of a software error is based on the degree of impact on the system under test. Okay, it's a fatal. This could cause serious failures in the system. High severity. It's a major. Okay, defect that would result in failure of the software elements or an okay observable deviation from specs. As per specs, it's not matching. Then design doc, whatever. Okay, something right. It's a major. Minor defect that would affect only the non-functional aspects of the software, like elements, text. It's a minor. High, medium, low, or else fatal, major, minor. This is the severity we'll assign. And then priority is based on the importance and urgency of the resolving the defect. We'll discuss and then okay, we'll assign okay which defect needs to be priority and needs to be immediate fix. Priority is based on the importance and urgency of the resolving the defect. Immediate, the bug should be resolved immediately. And then high, this bug should be resolved as soon as possible in the normal course of development activity before the software is released. And medium, this bug should be repaired after serious defects have been fixed. Immediate needs to be fixed, high priority, okay, second priority, and medium and low. This bug should be resolved immediately. High, this should resolve as soon as possible. Medium, this bug should be repaired after serious defects have been fixed. And then low, it can be resolved in feature major system. Okay, feature needs. Sometimes it's not at all required for this release. importance of the urgency of the defect. Okay, priority is based on the importance and urgency of resolving the defect. And examples on severity priority. Think of the following this problem. The spelling error of a user interface screen, which what severity priority does this cause resolve? Does this issue resolve? Well, judging from our earlier definitions, it could seem that it is a low severity item, right? Suggest user interface, low severity. After all, server does not crash, right? Due to the spelling error. That's what it is. Low severity. Bug is a truly low severity problem, right? But is this truly a problem? Then a spelling error could probably not hinder a customer's ability to use the system. It generally affects the customer perception. Sometimes the spelling errors also it misleads. Okay, meaning right. Company that created product of the quality of the product, so the customer reactions will change. Okay, even that it's not like you decide, right? Or the business will decide. Okay, how that is impacted. If it is not much, then they will consider low. If it is impact perception and then entire meaning change, business impact, then okay, they need to fix it. It won't take much time, right? It's spelling and all. It's a couple of hours. It's maybe minutes or seconds also. Oh, it's indeed high, okay, because of that perception. But the severity field does not allow us to express that properly. So the need of the priority field becomes apparent. This priority field does allow product management to define the issue as high priority. But this creates a cause where something is low severity but high priority. You see, we consider low severity because of spelling, but it is entire meaning is changing because of that, then we need to consider that as a high priority. You got it? What do you mean by what is severity? You give it is a low severity because it's a spelling, and then okay, but considering that okay, business team it's a high priority for that change, then low severity but high priority. Example and see, let's consider another case. Anomalous server crash, right? A server crash we have in this type of issue, a server crash that occurs on the first full of every leap year, right? But that is not reproducible by any human consistent basis. So how would this issue is categorized with the defect tracking system? Well, this is the server crash. Many would argue it should be high severity issue. After all, the system is inoperable until the server is inoperable until the server is restarted. But what is this importance to customer in this case? Impact is quite small, is the customer may never see this issue present itself in production environment. It would be given low priority and it's a high severity. You see, customer may not see this issue by product management team. You got it? Customer may never see this, right? Customer side, there is no impact. They need to restart, okay? Defect types, documentation related defects, BD, PKLD, bug, build, package, load, okay? Performance defects. This includes all, right? Documentation related, this includes all defects related to missing or misstated requirements in functional specification. This build package, change management, library version control, coding function, program logic. This is coding type. not functioning as per the design requirement. Environment defects, environment, and then optimal usage. If the optimal usage is lacking or performance is not up to the mark, right, design will adversely affect the product's performance. Suggestion: the defect reported as suggestion. And logging, tracking, and analysis. I think we'll go through this. Okay, I think they are waiting for me. Started on time. Okay, we'll discuss this. There are so many, but at least you got what is the defect, right? I'll follow this video again and then do multiple times and then note down the process. Okay, and then these are all things available in your document which I sent yesterday. Go through the document too. Right? Any questions so far? At least, did you understand something today? What is defect? What is impacts, and then how the defect life cycle process, how the severity, priority. Okay, then we'll discuss remaining things tomorrow. Yeah, I shared the one document, right? Excel document. Okay, the automation plan. Okay, from next Monday, someone joined from India. Okay, he will give. Okay, if you first, all the classes are important from day one. Okay, if you miss that automation classes, you need to follow the recording only. Okay, that's what try to join and then work with lab every day as per plan. And then first couple of days, first 1 week, the setup, first day, 2 day, second day, we'll do setup in one mission and then everyone needs to follow the same. Okay, since we are recording. If we are unable to do, the next day we can fix it. Okay, but the thing is, those are all 1 hour. But he don't have time to repeat again next day, right? That's what we are recording and sharing. We'll discuss. Okay, if anything clarifications, we can discuss it. But it's not like we'll wait for some time. Okay, I'm waiting 15 minutes. Then after that extending, right? The offshore, whoever is providing, they have to go office after this, right? 1 hour. They need to get ready and then go to office. 8:30 to 9:30 exact. Okay, 1 hour class. Please be available from next Monday. And then okay, this class will continue next 4 days. But from next Monday, 1 week before, will let you know everyone that automation process. Okay, the Java basics and all. Okay, before that, if you have time, something. Okay, I already gave the plan. Something if you want to do the Google or R&D, do it. Okay, as you wish. Everyone needs to have a laptop, good configuration. Okay, it's not like very old and then if it is not functioning properly, then automation you can't do hands-on work. Okay, just ensure you have the good configuration laptop before Monday. Okay, we'll set up. I'll do the setup and then okay. That is 30-day classes. Okay, 30 hours. It may extend 5 to 6 hours, or if it may be okay more also. The thing is, be ready for that. ఓకేనండి శిరీష గారు ఆదిత్య మంగళ ఇస్ దట్ ఫైన్
షూర్ అండి ఓకే అండి
yes okay see you all everyone yeah thank you Aditya bye see you
థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి
bye
థ్యాంక్ యూ